going on, Jerome's? Aaron Jones has had a phenomenal season here with the Minnesota Fighting Vikings, where the Packers stupidly cut him. Well, I understand that Josh Jacobs is a dude, man, but they could have had Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones. Absolute fan favorite. Packers fans adore Aaron Jones still, but it's okay. Came across the river to make his ex jealous. We fully benefit. We're certainly okay with that. And Jones was always a Packer that I respected. So glad to have him on the right side of the river. Of course, now he's getting the redemption, the Aaron Jones redemption. And his play this season, his leadership in that running back room consistently has been there. Fumbles, we'll get that sutured up, right? Now Jones, as we head into some high leverage games, I mean, you're going to have to bring it. And Jones certainly going to step up and show out for the Vikings. But the question is, what goes on in the future as Jones is going to be on the wrong side of 30 and what's going to happen with Aaron going forward. Long story longer, ESPN, the worldwide bleeder of viewers, from Kevin Seifert, who's not Carl Gerbschmidt, running back Aaron Jones wants to finish career with Vikings. And now, I feel like this is more earnest than Kirk Cousins. I want to retire with Washington. I want to retire with the Vikings. I want to retire with the Falcons. I want to retire with the Browns next year. Okay. Here's what ESPN said. As he nears the end of one of his most productive seasons, Minnesota Vikings running back Aaron Jones made it clear this week he has found a new home and hopes to re-sign with the team when his contract expires this spring. Have you ever noticed that Packers veteran contracts all have monstrous workout bonuses attached to them? You ever notice that? Because with the Vikings, workout bonus typically $100K, $150K in some instances. With the Packers, it is always $700,000, some cases even $1 million in terms of workout bonuses, where you have to be in Green Bay at the facility during the offseason, hit a number of workouts, because no one wants to be in Appleton adjacent. Everyone likes the Twin Cities. I hope to be here until the end of my career, Jones said Wednesday. Honestly, this is an excellent place. Jones spent his first 7 seasons with the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers before he was released last March after declining a pay cut. The Vikings quickly signed him to a 1-year, $7 million contract and have benefited from his diverse skill set and weekly availability. Now, I do think that Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry have changed the calculus in terms of the running back market, because the market way overcorrected. We're paying running backs, and then we're not paying running backs, and now I think it's going to come back in the middle, because Aaron Jones at $7 million a year is still the 12th highest paid running back in the league. How crazy is that? Jones turned 30 last month, but is on track to play 17 games for only the second time in a season. He's already set a career high in carries, 245, and needs 29 rushing yards Sunday to exceed his previous high of 1,121 yards in a season set in 2022. With 88 combined rushing and receiving yards Sunday night, he would eclipse his record of 1,558 yards from scrimmage set in 2019. Should be doing that pretty easily, since Sunday night is going to be a shootout. And Jones, he has found the fountain of youth. And with Aaron Jones, what I think that really does help him, even though he's had health issues throughout his career. But this is the first year that he's truly been a bell cow running back. He's been the guy, because initially when he got to Green Bay, it was like Jamal Williams and Ty Montgomery, and then he split time with A.J. Dillon. He's never been the man. So even though he is age 29, now age 30, it feels like there's been a lot of tread left on his tires from his years with Green Bay, and now he's getting that work in, because I mean, running back age, like generally in the late 20s, they sort of hit a wall and it's done. It's just an it seems like the human body only has so many hits or carries in it, and from Pop Warner to high school to college football to the NFL, guys are getting 300 carries a season. You can only do that for so long, unless Derrick Henry, right? But I do think that Aaron Jones has some productive football left in him. I don't think that he'll be like a true blue running back one in subsequent years, but could he be a part-time running back that brings leadership to that running back room, great pass protection, great receiving skills out of the backfield as well? Yes, I think that he could. I mean, Frank Gore played until he was 37. At age 35, he was still averaging 4.6 yards per carry with the Dolphins. So I think that Jones is cut from a similar cloth. And what's so funny about Frank Gore is when he was coming out of Miami, that's just the U being the U, health was a major concern of his. And then he played like 17,000 years, right? And PFF's contract estimates with Jones, 2 years, $14 million. So same according to Hoyle, $7 million per year. I'm perfectly fine with that. Perfectly fine with signing Aaron Jones that deal. Now, there was some thought that maybe the Vikings would go out and spend big in free agency for running back, like a Najee Harris type from the Steelers, because Kwesi studies the markets, and he's not a. People don't understand Kwesi and the whole Moneyball strategy, because if it was true Moneyball, it's just like, well, we'll just take 7th rounders and UDFA running backs and go from there, and we will not pay running backs a penny. Well, he extended Madison. Didn't work out. He paid Dalvin his first year, and now he signed Jones to a $7 million deal. So I don't think that Kwesi is completely just like, we're not going to pay running backs. It's not the full-on like PFF strategy, right? But this is what PFF wrote. Jones took a 1-year deal with the Vikings this offseason. Looks to be set to be one of the top players available at the position again in 2025. Jones' 74 pass blocking grade tied for 4th among qualified running backs with consistent rushing and receiving production to boot. And you can tell, like, Kevin O'Connell loves Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones loves the team. The teammates love him. And I think that Jones, paired with Cam Akers, let's just resign Cam Akers and save us the trouble of trading for him for the 3rd time. But Jones, Akers, and then rookie running back TBD would be kind of nice. I mean, Cam Scatabo, I feel like the skill set would mesh in. I don't know how they'd use him exactly, but I trust Kevin O'Connell. But I do love me some Caleb Johnson, even though he's a stupid Hawkeye. Judkins from Ohio State, I think, is solid. So is Henderson. Like the Ohio State University running backs are really solid. So this is a really good running back class as well. So I think the Vikings could easily pair up Jones with a rookie run. Doesn't even have to be a day 1 or day 2. Well, Vikings don't really have day 2 draft capital right now. But a day 3 running back in this class is going to be really solid. And running back by committee with Jones, Akers, and rookie, I think would be pretty solid. But overall, I would love to have Jones back next year, maybe even beyond, sort of take it year by year, see how his body and age responds. But Jones has made an instant impact on the Vikings. He's been a leader. He's been a captain in everything but title, and he's been very productive here for the Vikings, even at an advanced age. But your thoughts are thoughts. Aaron Jones wants to finish his career here with the Vikings. Of course he does. That's right, baby. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull production value.